video, right, because I'm currently working on the design for the magnet motor, and obviously there's other ways of doing it, obviously. So what I've been doing is working out a method where we don't get bounce back. If you know what a bounce back is, it's when an object is propelled through the magnetic field and it goes out, then it comes back. Well, you don't want that, because that is cancelling out the effect of the propulsion. If you get a clean entry point, where the actual object enters the magnetic track, if you like, and follows through, and when it exits on the other end, it doesn't want to come back, then you know you've got something. Well, this is what I want to show you here. Now, this is my magnetic gauge which I made, which is basically just two ball bearings with two magnets inside. So there's two little magnets in there, and I use this for measuring magnetic flux and everything. Before I show you this, I just want to get my compass and show you the field with the compass. So what we have here at the moment, I'm using three Alnicos. Two Alnicos are biased, and the Alnico on the end is demagnetized. The reason for the demagnetized Alnico is it acts like a screen or a shield. You can't really use a piece of steel or anything else because magnetism passes straight through it. But if you use an Alnico, it has a resistance to being changed in its polarity, so it basically acts like a shield. So, as we see on the compass, as we move through, we see the field rotate until we get to the exit point, and it becomes the opposite pole on the exit point. So that's what we want. It's the actual south pole on the exit point, and as I'm coming through, it's the north pole on the entry point, right? So we have a north entry, and it rotates and goes to the south on the exit. So, does this work? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. We're on a flat surface, and I'm not going to move the gauge because it rolls, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this assembly towards me a little bit, and we'll see, because then you know I'm not cheating by moving that. So I'm just going to slide this in a little bit, and now if there's a repulsion, it would push it away. Remember, it would actually push this back if it was propulsion, if it was doing what I don't want it to do. So watch what happens. I need to focus the camera properly. I'm running out of space on here. See, it went all the way to the end without bouncing back. So let's do that again, because I don't think the camera was pointing properly. And you also, I'll reverse it in a minute to prove that this is not going downhill or anything. So let's try this again. And it pushes it out all the way through. Alright, so let's reverse it. So let me just think how do I do this. Just turn this around, I think. Yeah, let's just turn it all around. So it's the other way around. Put the magnet on that end. Oops, I keep forgetting to point the camera, sorry. So I'll just move this in, and it should do the same thing. Oh shit, I pulled the magnets away. That was, yeah, I pulled the magnets away. Just a minute. Oh, there is a slight slope on here. Very slight slope on here. It's not the magnets. I'll show you what I mean. I'll move the magnets off a minute. There's a slight. Oh yeah, it is the magnets. Yeah. Alright, so I haven't got it perfect. We have got an issue there, so I need to balance that. The way to do that, let me just bring it in anyway. It's still working, but there is a slight slope on here, very slightly. How do I rectify the slope? Well, get my steel ruler. Oh no, that's metal in it, I can't use that. I want something to get rid of that slope because it messes up the test. Maybe I can use a plastic washer or something. 2 plastic washers. Yeah, my table's not dead level. I just don't want any slopes. We want it flat. I haven't got a, what do you call it, a flipping washer going to me. I haven't got one of them level things, you know, to test for levelness. Is it level now? I don't know. Alright, I'll stick it over here. The tiniest little back field will cause it to roll a bit, so that's what I'm trying to avoid. Alright. The point is, it works. It does work. I might not have got the balance perfect. The alnico on the end, that has to be covering. That alnico on the end has to cover the end of the ferrite because it acts as a blocker. It blocks the field so that it has a clean entry point. And I also use this alnico on this end. I had to stick it in place with a bit of blue tack, with sticky, well, silly putty type stuff, because the alnico on the end is not magnetised, so it wouldn't hold itself in place. I demagnetised it to act as a blocker. I'll show you what I mean. Get my screwdriver, and you can see that one's not magnetised. These are. That one is. That one is. That one's very magnetised. Oops, I can't get it off now. So I've got a stage, a filtering stage here with these alnicos. That one's very magnetic. Get off, stupid thing. That one's hardly magnetic, and this one is basically dead, so it blocks. So we have a clean entry point there. Right, so just slide that back again because it kept moving. Put my gauge on here. It's rolling off now. Right. This gauge isn't perfectly round, by the way. It's 3D printed at the end. The end caps are 3D printed and it's a little bit oval shaped. I don't even see that. Come on, focus, stupid camera. Because it's not perfectly round, it tends to sit on the flats a bit. Right, oh damn it, I've gone too close now. Let's see if I can show this again. Oops. We did a little bit. I've got it upside down or something. Right, try this again. There we go. Yeah, I had it backwards then. I think I did. I'll have to play it back and watch. So I'll turn this around again. That's the right way around. Okay, let's move this towards the gauge. Slide it along. Ooh. I got a bit too close to there then. It got a bit too close. Don't want to get too close. You need a gap of about 1 inch or so. Or half an inch. Yeah, that's not bad. This isn't perfectly flat. This is warped, by the way. So it will bobble a bit. Let's just tuck it out of the way and see that. This is, yeah, there's a bit of a bow in this thing. Let you can see it. There's a bit of a bow in that even without these things here. Alright, let's just get these back on. Try again. That's pretty good. There is a little bit of shielding problem because my ferrite's moved off the end. I mean, my None, my old Nico's moved. Oops, sorry, I'm drooping on the camera, sorry about that. Right, let's try this again without the droopy old Nico, or droopy camera. It does work if I get the old Nicos in the right position, but they keep moving. That old Nico wants to be further out. Actually, yeah, I just remember this is a short video. I don't want to make it too long. I was going to put it in the stand, but by the time I put it in the stand, I'll be finished. Right, so let's move it. The point is, it's not pushing it away, is it? Right. There we go. So how much of an acceleration do we actually have on this? I can get closer to it, but this is a slippery surface. Let's just go straight on the table. A minute. Just slide this off. I'll show you what I mean about this thing not being flat. If you look, it's warped. Can you see the warp? It's curled. It's one of the prints I did that failed. It's not even flat underneath, so it's got a bit of a kink in it. Yeah, so it's not perfectly flat. Oh, my print finished. Oh, that's my new stator. Yeah, I've got to acetone treat that. Yeah, for the new magnet array. I'll still be using magnet arrays on this, even if I change the. I'm working on this design because I want to make this into the new horseshoe deflectors. I want to make new horseshoe deflectors based on this magnet array. That's what I want to do, and that's why I'm working out this, to find the best optimum design for the horseshoe. But they'll probably have to be a lot shorter than that. About half the distance, but I'm working on the maximum distance for now. So if I just put this on the, if I just put that on my dirty foam, which needs cleaning, it's starting to look like a piece of art actually. Let's just stick that on here like this. Get it in. So this is a bit uneven as well. The table's not dead flat. Get it on there. Let's move this. Let's go really close first of all. Look. Oops. I've knocked my old Nico out of position again. It's awkward to do this. Right, as you can see, it's not really doing anything. It's not pushing away. It's not retracting. When we get to there, it actually wants to go there, but you go past that point and guess what? It flies off the end. But it's not running as fast at the moment because I'm doing it very slowly just to show you. Let's see, further away the better it works. So when you got a bigger gap, it actually works better if you watch this. Right, let's try this again. Get it straight. Oh, my old Nico just fell off as well. It just drooped at this end. It's important to keep this stuff straight, otherwise it messes up everything. So yeah, I've definitely got something here. So I'm gonna fine tune things. I have to model this on a curvature though, that's the only thing, because this is straight and it's difficult to get these things to curve unless they're held in place by something. So I need to model a jig of some sort, just a test jig to to play around with, which I can later at some point install on my magnet motor. Right, so we definitely have acceleration, and it does escape pretty well once I get my Nico's position right. We keep moving around. And it doesn't want to go back in, look. which is a good thing. See that it's pushing away that, it's pushing away that, but bring it back, and I can pull it back all the way without it following, which is good. It's what we want. So bring that in. It's not following. So maybe this is not flat. This rubber is not even. It's not very flat. It actually wanted to take off just then. I've lost my effect. It's not as strong as it was earlier. I don't know what I've done. Have I reversed one of these magnets? I might have done. Let's just check. I might have reversed this magnet. It's easy to do. Let's check that now. No, I haven't. Well, maybe that. Maybe I had. Hang on, let's just move it along a bit. Well, that seems to be better now. Let's just try. I hate moving these around, especially if you just push this along. Yeah, it does, it works, you can see it working. So I just nudge it a little bit so you can see it's not really being pulled back. Anyway, I think that shows what I mean. So yeah, I've been waffling 17 minutes and I need to get my print off the print bed now because I want to get the other one printed. I don't think I'm going to do the other one tonight though. That was a 7.5 hour print, that job. It almost 8 hours to print that flipping thing. And since I started printing it, I made changes to the model. I've improved it even more because I'm going to use the add some deflectors in between the main magnets on the second one. I should have done it on that one as well, but it'll be alright. I'll just try on half of it anyway. So anyway, you can see what the arrangement of this. And now this, you might remember that this is basically my magnetic switch, which I was doing tests with in 2016. But this is a little bit further along than the magnetic switch. I think I only used 1, 2, 3 ferrites, but I'm using 4 on here. I wanted to see how far I could bring this, how far I could stretch it out to see how far it would go. Because usually there's a limitation on how far you can make these things run. What you've got to do generally is alternate the magnets here. So that's north. This little back magnet on the back there, this little tiny one, is actually north, and this one's south. They're alternated a little bit, but the rest of the magnets in between are all polarized in one direction. So basically we have, as I say, we have, look at that, there's no field, there's no magnetic field at this end. Just try, we have virtually nothing at this end. That's not magnetized. There's virtually nothing there until you get to this magnet, and then it kicks. You can see it's picking this up now. And we get to, there's a strong field in the middle. That's where most of the propulsion comes from. And then we get to this point, and there's a lot of propulsion at that point. And then it fades off at this point. It starts to fade off till it goes to nothing again. So this is how it's working, by controlling the field. So we get the propulsion mostly from the center point, and that's why nothing happens until you get to about here. What? Not? Oh, my ball's out. My ball wants tipping back a bit. It's not far enough. Yeah, then it kicks it out. Yeah, so anyway, that's it for now.